Out of nowhere, your alarm screams. You silence it. Then you grab your phone. 20 minutes vanish, and you're still scrolling through the feed of people you don't even like. You stumble out of bed, already exhausted, already behind, already defeated, and the day hasn't even started. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. The first 20 minutes after you wake up, your brain assumes a theta wave state. This is the same frequency hypnotists use to plant suggestions deep into the subconscious. Meanwhile, the part of your brain that governs logic and willpower hasn't fully activated yet, which means whatever you expose yourself to in those first 20 minutes bypasses your conscious filters and programs your automatic responses for the entire day. The CIA studied this heavily in the 50s. Advertisers exploit it today. And now, you're leaving that window wide open for whoever wants to colonize your mind. The ancient Stoics didn't know neuroscience, but they understood this principle. The morning mind is sacred ground, and whoever controls it controls the day. The top 1% of men who actually get what they want, they understand something you're about to learn. Because your morning isn't just routine, it's warfare, and you're losing before you even suit up. Think about last week. How many mornings were you able to control? How many went exactly as planned? How many got out of hand? You see, the truth stings, because most men wake up as victims, victims of notifications, victims of other people's urgency, victims of their own undisciplined minds. Meanwhile, there's a small group of men who move differently. They don't check their phones, they don't rush, they don't react to the world, they create it. They've cracked a code the ancient Stoics lived by, and I'm about to hand it to you. But here's the thing. This only works if you actually apply it. If you're here for a quick dopamine hit that will only make you feel motivated for 30 seconds, then go back to sleep. Leave now. But if you're ready to take back your mornings and stop functioning like everyone else, then pay close attention. Because what's coming will change how you think about waking up forever. Before we go further, do something that separates you from everyone who just watches and forgets. Hit that like button, not because I asked, but because it's a contract with yourself that you're actually going to apply this. Fair warning, this channel isn't for everyone. It's for men who've had enough of feeling powerless and are ready to stand out of the ignorant crowd. 7 principles, each one equal in power, but beware, the final one might catch you off guard. History has proven time and again that most men have been doing the exact opposite for years, without knowing. Now strap in, we are about to ascend. Number 1, reject the negotiation. You know that voice in your head at 5:30 in the morning, the one that says, just 10 more minutes, or you can start tomorrow. That voice is a liar. And every time you listen to it, you're choosing weakness over strength. The Stoics had a brutal understanding of discipline. They knew motivation was a myth, a fairy tale sold to people who want to feel good without getting their hands dirty. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in his time, struggled to get out of bed. He wrote about it. But here's what he understood. Your feelings don't get a vote. Your commitments do. The moment your alarm goes off, you're in a fight, not with the day, with yourself. And that first fight sets the tone for every battle that follows. When you hit snooze, you're telling yourself, I can't be trusted. When you get up immediately, you're declaring, I keep my word to myself. That's the foundation of self-respect, not someday, right now, in that dark room, in that cold moment. That's where kings are made, or broken. Here's the play. Set one wake time. Protect it like your life depends on it, because your quality of life actually does. No bargaining, no exceptions. When the alarm sounds, stand up within 3 seconds. Don't think. Move. Then say something out loud that reminds you who you're becoming. Something like, "I don't negotiate with weakness," or "Let's dominate." It sounds small, but you're training your brain to obey your decisions, not your emotions. Do this for 7 days and watch how different you feel walking into rooms. You'll carry a quiet power that most men will never understand. Number 2, guard the sacred hour. The first 60 minutes after you wake up, your mind is hollow, impressionable. Whatever you feed it becomes the filter for everything that follows. Most men immediately poison themselves. They check Instagram and feel inadequate. They read the news and feel anxious. They open messages and feel obligated. They hand their mental state to strangers before they've even brushed their teeth. Then they wonder why they feel out of control all day. The men who actually control their lives do the opposite. They create a wall around that first hour. No phone, no input, no invasion, just silence and self. Epictetus taught that if you want real freedom, you have to stop letting external things control your internal state. That starts the second you open your eyes. Because here's the reality, if you don't decide what energy you'll carry today, your environment will decide for you. Your co-worker's bad mood, traffic, a rude comment. You'll absorb it all because you never set your frequency. Try this tomorrow. When you wake up, leave your phone in another room. Sit on the edge of your bed for 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Let your thoughts come, but don't chase them. Ask yourself, what kind of man do I want to be today? Let the answer sit with you. This isn't meditation for enlightenment. It's preparation for war. You're grounding yourself before the chaos. And when life throws its inevitable curveballs later, you won't break because you started from a place of stillness. Silence isn't weakness. It's where your strength gets built. Protect it like a treasure. Number 3, expect the ambush. Life will try to break you today, guaranteed. Someone will test your patience. Something will go wrong. Plans will collapse. Feelings will rise up that you don't want. And if you're not ready, you'll crumble. But there's an ancient Stoic practice that turns you into someone who can't be shaken. It's called negative visualization, and it's wildly misunderstood. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's about being prepared. Seneca wrote that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. But here's the twist. If you imagine difficulty before it happens, you rob it of its power to surprise you. The smartest men I know do this every single morning. They mentally walk through their day and ask, what could go sideways? Maybe someone will disrespect them. Maybe they'll feel insecure in a meeting. Maybe their discipline will be tested. Then they ask the most important question: how will I respond when that happens? They rehearse their reaction. They visualize staying calm. They practice detachment before they need it. This is what separates reactive boys from responsive men. Boys get blindsided and emotional. Men see it coming and stay composed. Here's your move. After your silent time, spend 3 minutes visualizing potential friction. See it clearly, then see yourself handling it with strength. When the actual moment comes, it'll feel like déjà vu. You've already lived it. You've already conquered it. And while everyone else is panicking, you'll be steady. That's your edge. Preparedness is the ultimate form of confidence. Don't step into the arena blind. Map out the battlefield first. That's 3 down. The next one will be sensitive, because it's about your identity. Stay with me. You are being sharpened like a weapon of war, and you cannot afford to be half-baked because the challenges waiting for you out there are not. Number 4, declare who you are. Every morning you wake up as a blank slate. Your mind hasn't remembered who you're trying to become yet, and if you don't remind yourself, the world will assign you an identity: employee, consumer follower, victim. The Stoics understood that you have to actively choose your character every single day, or you'll drift into weakness by default. Marcus Aurelius kept a journal, not to share with anyone, but to keep himself aligned. He wrote down truths that anchored him, reminders like, you have power over your mind, not external events. These weren't just fun quotes. They were survival tools. Because when you're the emperor of Rome dealing with war, betrayal, and corruption, you need something that brings you back to yourself. You need a North Star. Here's what the 1% does. They create a personal mantra, one core truth they repeat every morning before the noise starts. Not 100 affirmations. One powerful statement that defines how they'll move through life. Maybe it's, I control my reactions, nothing else, or I am not here to be comfortable, or my word is my bond, whatever resonates with your soul. Say it out loud 10 times every morning. Write it down. Let it echo in your mind. Because on the days when you feel weak, confused, or overwhelmed, that one sentence will pull you back. If you remember one thing from this entire video, make it this. Your identity is either chosen daily or assigned randomly, and weak men let the world choose for them. Strong men carve it into stone every morning before breakfast. Start tomorrow. Find your truth. Speak it. Become it. If these truths are hitting you where they should, then hit that like button and drop a comment with the mantra you're going to use. Let's build some accountability here. Number 5, own your thoughts before they own you. In the first hour after waking up, your mind is like wet clay. You can shape it strategically, or you can let every random thought, worry, and distraction stamp all over it. Most men never take control. They let their minds wander into anxiety, regret, comparison, and doubt. Then they spend the whole day fighting those thoughts. The Stoic solution is simple. Begin a habit of journaling. I don't mean Dear Diary nonsense. I mean raw, honest self-examination. Seneca said a man is as miserable as he convinces himself to be. Here's what that means. Your thoughts create your reality, so if you're not managing them, you're drowning in them. Take 5 minutes every morning to write down what's actually going on in your head. What are you feeling? What are you resisting? What do you need to release? What virtue will you practice today? Patience, courage, honesty. This practice forces you to face yourself, and facing yourself is how you stop being controlled by yourself. Here's what happens after a few weeks of doing this. You start catching your own patterns. You notice when you're being irrational. You see triggers before they explode. You become self-aware, which means you become self-controlled. And self-control is the only real power in life. Everything else is an illusion. Don't let your thoughts run wild. Interrogate them, question them, then choose better ones. That's mastery. Number 6. Activate your weapon. Your body isn't separate from your mind. When your body is weak, your thoughts go soft. When your body is sharp, your mindset follows. The Stoics trained physically because they knew discipline over the body builds discipline over everything else. Marcus Aurelius didn't just philosophize, he moved. He trained. He understood that hiding under the covers is surrendering to comfort, and comfort is the enemy of greatness. You don't need a gym membership or a 2-hour workout. You need motion. You need to signal to your nervous system, we don't stay soft. We face the day with force. 10 minutes. That's it. Push-ups, stretches, a walk, cold water on your face, something that breaks the spell of laziness. Because when you move your body with intention first thing in the morning, you're sending yourself a message. I do hard things, even when I don't feel like it. That's leadership. That's self-respect. And it compounds. After 30 days of moving every morning, you won't recognize yourself. You'll walk differently, talk differently, handle stress differently. All because you stopped negotiating with weakness before sunrise. Move your body. Command your mind. Dominate your day. Number 7. Become who you claim to be. The final principle is about rehearsal. Before you step into the world, you need to mentally practice being the man you want to become. Not fake it. Rehearse it. The Stoics called this living with intention. Most men stumble through life reacting to whatever happens, but the 1%, they decide in advance how they'll show up. Every morning, ask yourself, how would the best version of me move today? Visualize walking into your job with calm confidence. See yourself staying composed when someone tries to provoke you. Picture yourself speaking the truth about yourself, even when every reality is screaming the opposite. This isn't daydreaming, it's mental programming. You're giving your brain a blueprint, and when the real moment comes, you've already practiced it. You don't freeze, you execute. Seneca warned that we waste life by living without intention. Don't let that be you. Use these first 20 minutes to build the identity you want, not just survive another day. Because over time, this isn't just a routine, it's transformation. You become the calm one in chaos, the strong one in weakness, the leader everyone looks to, and it all starts before breakfast. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The way you spend your morning is the way you spend your life. If you wake up reactive, distracted, and weak, that pattern will bleed into everything. But if you wake up with discipline, clarity, and intention, you become untouchable. The 7 principles we just covered aren't tips. They're weapons. Use them. Let's lock them in once again. 1. Reject the negotiation with yourself. 2. Guard your sacred first hour. 3. Expect the ambush and prepare. 4. Declare your identity daily. 5. Own your thoughts through journaling. 6. Activate your body to sharpen your mind. 7. Rehearse the man you're becoming. Don't try all 7 tomorrow. Number. You'll burn out and crash. And this entire 20 minutes of truth would have been a waste. Start with 1 instead. Master it. Then add another. Small shifts create massive results. But you have to start. Not Monday, not next month, tomorrow morning. Set that alarm. Stand up when it goes off. Take back control. Look, you're not alone in this. Thousands of men are watching this right now, realizing they've been sleepwalking through their mornings and their lives. Marcus Aurelius said that each morning we're born again, and what we do today matters most. You just learned how to be reborn with intention. If that means something to you, let me know by hitting that like button. Also, here is why it is important that you comment on which one you have chosen to start with. Each time someone likes your comment, it reminds you of your commitment to your decision. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on the deeper truths coming your way. Because the ancient Stoics didn't write these principles for decoration. They wrote them for survival. And you just got the manual. Don't waste it.